What made your junior enlisted question everything their leadership taught them? Staff Sergeant Holbrook ran our platoon like a prison camp. Everything by the book. Zero tolerance for mistakes. Follow orders without thinking. Never question authority. He drilled it into us constantly during training. I don't pay you to think. I pay you to execute. When I give an order, you follow it immediately. No discussion, no debate. Most of us were fresh out of basic. 19, 20 years old. We believed everything he said. That's how the military worked, right? Chain of command. Instant obedience. My buddy Nolan questioned it once during a briefing. Asked why we were doing something a certain way. Holbrook destroyed him in front of everyone. Private, did I ask for your opinion? No? Then shut your mouth and do what you're told. This isn't a democracy. I'm not your friend. I'm your superior and you'll respect that. Nolan never asked another question. None of us did. We just followed orders like robots. Then came the field training exercise. 2 weeks in the woods, running convoy operations and security patrols. Standard stuff. Third day out, Holbrook ordered us to establish a checkpoint on this narrow dirt road. Said we needed to search every vehicle passing through for contraband. Something felt wrong immediately. The road was barely wide enough for one vehicle. Dense forest on both sides. No visibility, no escape routes. Terrible tactical position. But Holbrook insisted. Set up here. This is where command wants the checkpoint. We spent 3 hours building it. Barriers, signage, inspection area, the whole setup. Meanwhile, Holbrook sat in his truck making phone calls. That's when Sergeant Lyons showed up. He was from another company just passing through with his squad. Saw our checkpoint and stopped his vehicle. Who ordered this position? He asked, getting out of his truck. Staff Sergeant Holbrook, Sergeant, I replied. Lyons walked around the checkpoint slowly, examining everything. His face got darker with each step. Where is he? We pointed to Holbrook's truck. Lyons marched over and knocked on the window. What happened next changed everything. Through the open window, we heard Lyons say, "This is the worst tactical position I've ever seen. You've got zero cover, no fields of fire, and you've created a perfect ambush site. Who trained you?" Holbrook got defensive. "I've been doing this for 8 years. I know what I'm doing." "Then you should know this violates every checkpoint doctrine in the manual. Your soldiers are completely exposed. One RPG into this position, and they're all dead." Holbrook's voice got louder. "Are you questioning my authority? I'm questioning your judgment. There's a difference." That stopped Holbrook cold. Lyons continued, "Your job isn't to be obeyed blindly. It's to keep these soldiers alive while completing the mission. This position does neither." Lyons pulled out a map, spread it on the hood of the truck, called all of us over. Holbrook looked furious, but couldn't refuse without looking worse. "See this intersection 200 meters north? Better visibility, multiple exit routes, natural cover from those rocks. That's a proper checkpoint position. What you've built here is a death trap." He looked at each of us directly. "Did any of you think this position seemed wrong?" Nolan raised his hand slowly. "Yes, Sergeant, but we were told not to question orders." Lyons shook his head. "You were told wrong. Your leaders aren't perfect. We make mistakes, sometimes fatal ones. Your job is to execute orders, yes, but it's also to speak up when something's clearly dangerous." He turned to Holbrook. "You should be teaching them to think critically, not follow blindly. These kids trust you with their lives. Don't abuse that." Lyons left. Holbrook was silent for 10 minutes. Finally ordered us to tear down the checkpoint and rebuild it at the intersection Lyons identified. The new position was obviously better. Better visibility, easier to defend, multiple escape routes. Everything Lyons said made sense. That night, Nolan asked me, "How many other things has Holbrook been wrong about?" Good question. We started paying attention differently, questioning things quietly among ourselves. Not to be rebellious, but to actually understand what we were doing and why. Caught 3 more dangerous decisions over the next week. Each time we respectfully suggested alternatives. Holbrook hated it, but couldn't argue when we referenced the actual field manuals. 2 months later, Holbrook got transferred to a desk job. Word was that several NCOs had complained about his leadership style endangering soldiers. Lyons became our new platoon sergeant. First thing he did was hold a formation and say, "I will make mistakes. When I do, I expect you to tell me. Respectfully, but tell me, because your safety matters more than my ego." 5 years later, I'm a sergeant myself now. Tell my soldiers the same thing Lyons taught us. Question everything. Think critically. Follow orders, but speak up when something's clearly wrong. Last month, a private in my squad pointed out a flaw in my patrol plan. She was right. I thanked her publicly, fixed the plan, and told everyone, this is exactly what good soldiers do. Holbrook retired last year. Heard he never made it past staff sergeant. Meanwhile, Lyons just got promoted to sergeant major. His soldiers have the highest retention rate in the division. Nolan's a sergeant too now. Still asks questions. Still thinks critically. Still remembers that day a sergeant he'd never met taught him that blind obedience isn't the same as good soldiering.